my friend John Orago, we worked together in the RSK, but I think you have a big job to explain to Kenyans what is the National Board of the CDF and what you do. As I sat here and listened with humility what you do, I thought there is a disconnect, that we have not understood what is NGCDF, that vehicle, and it's really not even run by the MP, but it is run by a board. I don't know how many Kenyans know that, and how that board is cascaded up to the constituency level. The accountability mechanism of that board, I think that is the public participation you should be doing to educate us on exactly how the board works. But I'm so happy to be amongst the people of Seme and to have been given a name, Adhiambo. And when I go home now, I'll be a proud member, Nyaseme. When they bring me rubbish, Uko, Meru, I will just come and settle here at Adhiambo among my people. And I believe these great readers will give me a quarter of an acre. And I live here in this beautiful, serene, tranquil environment. I love this place. It's so beautiful. And we are so happy to be part of Seme. So today, I'm delighted to join you this afternoon to launch Kombewa Law Courts. This launch and operationalization of this court in Seme constituency is aimed at enhancing access to justice and bringing judicial services closer to the people. And people should understand judicial services is not only criminal justice system. That is only 30% of the things that we do. And even within that criminal justice system, we do more of education and rehabilitation. You know what is teaching people about the rule of law. That's what we do. Indeed, when I saw the cells for the young people, the juniors, the children, I send a prayer to God and I believe it will be answered. There will be no child who will be locked in those cells. Because we will teach, we will counsel, we will direct our children, and they will not be in the cells. They will be at home. So the establishment of Kombewa Law Courts is a great example of what can be achieved when we partner and collaborate with other agencies. Because with collaboration, we are able to open doors of justice to our communities that for many years have been underserved. If we are a country that is served by the rule of law and we say we treat everybody equally, why would we let some people walk distances, long distances, to seek justice? So let me take this opportunity, first of all, to sincerely thank the Honorable Dr. James Wambura Nyikao for your unwavering support and commitment to make this court a reality. You have heard the many journeys he made to my office to see the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary and to see the CJ. It is a lot of effort, and I think we really need to appreciate and are proud Dr. Nyikao for this effort. I also want to thank the Seme NGCDF board for identifying the vital need for court infrastructure in this constituency. The establishment of this court is timely, considering the growing demand for judicial services in the area. As Justice Ouko, my friend of 45 years, since we went to first year together, said, we went to Usenge to visit the family and the community as the Supreme Court. And we were told of Usingu Court, which is already built. So you heard them cry and lament if he goes back to Usenge. They will not even allow him there. But I want to give him a personal undertaking. And I'm here with the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary and the Judicial Service Commission, that we will also operationalize Usingu Court and make the people of Usingu get judicial services with dignity without having to travel to long distances. I don't know how that is going to happen, but because of the many prayers that have been said in this podium, seeking for funding, I believe it will be possible, because all that court has not been operationalized because we have had no money. So, access to justice, like everybody has said, is a constitutional right that must be enjoyed by every Kenyan. It is not an abstract, it's a lived reality. All of us want to experience fairness. It is not just an abstract principle, it is a living promise and our transformative constitution. If the law has said we must have 290 courts in all the sub-counties, we should have them. I see people always lamenting that we have not implemented the Constitution. The Constitution will not be implemented by anybody but ourselves. By us taking an initiative, like Dr. Nyikal and the people of Seme have taken an initiative, and they said, let us establish a court here. So the judiciary is committed to ensuring that all Kenyans enjoy this right fully, regardless of the geography or economic status. However, we cannot do this alone. Our commitment to enhance access to justice across all corners of the county and our country calls for partnerships such as this one and collaboration, especially considering the budgetary challenges that we, the judiciary, face. We receive 0.06% of the national budget to render justice all over the country, to pay salaries for about 8,000 staff, to maintain infrastructure and to build infrastructure. Indeed, what goes for development out of that budget is only 5%. So while we remain independent in the decision making, independence does not mean isolation. It means that we work with others, we cooperate, and there must be respect in that cooperation. This morning we had a very intimate conversation with the members of staff, with our judicial officers who are going to be learning this court. And we said, justice comes from God, and it flows like a river. In this court, our 143rd court, our last born, this is going to be a court of excellence where there will be no corruption, there will be no facilitation, there will be no hand-to-hand, there will be no conflict of interest. It will be pure justice that flows from God. And this can only happen if we work with the people, because you are the recipients of our service. So when we work together, and we do so in partnership like we have done with the NG-CDF, this is really a testament to these investments that have the potential to transform the entire communities will need the support of the people so that these institutions and these systems we are putting in place will be sustainable, even for the future generations. We have come to appreciate, as a judiciary, we must fight corruption with all the means that we have, because it is an existential threat to our nation. And when we ask people around, what do you think of the judiciary? They say the judiciary is corrupt. Then when we ask ourselves, what do we say about ourselves? We say we are not corrupt. Why are we saying we are not corrupt? Because judiciary is like a temple of justice. Corruption is a crime. Why would we be practicing criminal activities as the people who are supposed to be dispensing justice? So we have the laws, and they are all known to you. There is even one called anti-bribery. But now people are giving corruption other names, like facilitation. There is nothing like facilitation when you are coming to the judiciary. We are paid by taxpayers who painfully pay taxes so that we are paid. And when you come to court as the people, because I think the way to win the war against corruption is to empower our people to say no to corruption. It has come to a time where when you're going for a government service, you carry money as if you're going to church to give a tithe or to give an offering. Government services, judicial services are not for pay, all right? We are paid. Therefore, what we are saying, because Sembe is a distinguished place led by a very distinguished member of parliament whom I respect very much, a very distinguished doctor. I don't know how many children he has taken care of. He truly loves children. Because of this hallowed place, we want Sembe to be a court of excellence where there is absolutely no corruption, where other courts will even be coming to see how we render services in Sembe without corruption. So the message to the people of Sembe, to the people of Kisumu and the Great Lakes is like, let us shun corruption. At least if we are going to court, let us pay for nothing other than what is charged under the law for filing, which we pay electronically. We do not accept cash in the judiciary. And we do not accept cash through agents, because I'm told bribes are paid through agents. Now, these days, agents and brokers have become very clever. They come and ask for money. They say the judge has asked for money. They say magistrate has asked for money. The court clerks in the registry have asked for money. I'm speaking as the Chief Justice and saying no judge, no magistrate, no judicial officer or judicial staff is supposed to ask for money. And if they have, they are committing a crime, isn't it? And therefore, the judiciary is not a crime scene, isn't it? They will also be processed. So please don't give bribes. Let us refuse to give bribes. Let us tell even the people at home, judicially, you don't take a bribe. The only place you take an offering or a present is to God when you are going to worship, because the judiciary, we are paid by the taxpayers. So everybody has spoken about our great judiciary blueprint the social transformation through access to justice, where we have stated our vision to ensure that justice is inclusive, justice is transformative, because it's empowering for you to know your rights and to know how to claim them. And this is why we say it is completely people-centered, because we serve you, we don't serve ourselves. And we are keen to ensure that justice is not confined to the privileged few, but it is expanded to every corner of our counties and our country, from the cities to the most remote villages. That is why today I am so honored, because I'm a villager to the truest sense, to be back in this village, to be in Kombewa, to bring us closer to the realization of the vision we have put together, that justice shall flow and cover and go over all the crevices and obstacles that may be put on the way. To ask for funds, many of the MPs will be asking why they do not have a court. The reason why they do not have a court is because there is no budgetary allocation. So I therefore take this opportunity to call upon leaders in constituencies where we do not have magistrates' courts to join hands and help us achieve this dream. While we expand access to justice through traditional courtroom processes, we are also very, very committed, Your Excellency the Governor and our leaders today, to promoting what we are calling the multi-door approach to justice. This approach provides multiple platforms for restoration and resolution of disputes. We are very, very intentional about restorative justice and creating harmony in our families. And this is grounded on the understanding that access to justice should not be confined to the courtrooms, but extended to our families, to our communities, to our marketplaces, to our workplaces, and all the gatherings, including in our religious gatherings. So by promoting alternative dispute resolution methods, such as mediation, arbitration, and the alternative justice, about inclusivity, that you must include everybody in the society. You must have women, you must have the youth, you must have people with a disability, and you must listen to everybody. Once you listen, and there must be no corruption. One place we want to lead corruption is in our alternative justice system. Ile ukumbi tulifungua jana. We do not want corruption in those ukumbi. And all the problems in our families, how do we share the estate of the deceased? All the problems in the marketplace, who has sold things to who, they go to those forums and they are resolved. And once they write an agreement, we are adopting it as the order of the court. Appreciate that. Say amen to that. Because that agreement resolves that problem forever and there is no appeal. The matter ends there. We restore friendship, we restore business relationship, we restore family relationships. That is what we are doing, which is a game changer, and which we are really hoping will become a big thing in the Kisumu County, and also will be spearheaded here in these semi-law courts. So in conclusion, although we have made great strides in ensuring access to justice through infrastructure development, judicial reforms, and innovation in service delivery, we recognize that the journey is far from over because we have challenges in geographical reach. We have said about resource constraints, and systemic barriers continue to hinder many of our people, especially the most vulnerable, from accessing justice. It is for this reason that I call for robust partnerships and collaboration among the stakeholders, including government entities. I'm so pleased that the probation department has undertaken to send probation officers here so that they can help us. The Department of Children's Services will also send children officers here, because there are so many people we need to continuously hold their hand by guiding them to restore their dignity and to help them adjust properly in the society. Because we are all children of God, created with certain potential, but that potential may never be realized unless we are properly nurtured. So we must work together with these government agencies, with the civil society, with the private sector, with the community leaders, so that we can support each other and ensure, like everybody said, justice becomes a lived reality, and then we have a peaceful coexistence for all of us to thrive and realize our full potential as the children of God, as the great people of Seme, great people of Kisumu, and the great people of this country called Kenya. I encourage our leaders to emulate the vision demonstrated by Honorable Dr. James Nyikal and the Seme NG CDF Committee, because it's only through this united, collaborative, and inclusive approach that we have been able to deliver justice and make justice accessible to the people of Seme. Before I declare the new Kombewa law courts officially opened, I will perform something here with great honor. I will unveil the Kombewa Court Users Committee. Please be upstanding. This is the living engine that will drive the presiding judge of Kisumu, whose jurisdiction will include the supervision of Kombewa Court. We affirm that no resident of Seme will travel far. No resident of Seme will wait for long